Not to brag, but I've been eating food my whole life, and I thought I'd make a video going over all the types of food in the world I can think of with a brief description. If your country isn't mentioned, don't feel bad, you just should have invented sushi or pizza. French. Interestingly, while highly acclaimed for their restaurants, it's a well-known fact that French people themselves don't actually eat anything, surviving solely on tiny cups of espresso and the feeling of superiority. You can identify if you're eating French food when you literally can't enjoy the meal because your brain is always doing the calculus of whether it was worth the money. Japanese. I love Japanese, and admittedly, I think sushi in particular is the perfect date food. Light, delicious, and I can demonstrate my high-quality hunter-gatherer genes through adroit chopstick handling and being able to swallow a whole nigiri with zero gag reflex. Another excellent Japanese food is ramen, which is the ultimate min-max dish. It's either 2 days of cooking chicken, pork, and fish in perfect balance and temperature, 3 days making a cured egg, a lifetime of mastering the oils and toppings ratio, and then pairing it with the ideal noodle texture. Or it's opening the package and eating the spicy brick. Mexican. Mexican food, as it's known by us pigmentally challenged folk, is when you fry anything and serve it with chipotle mayo on a flour tortilla. I also know the word salsa, which is the Mexican word for homemade ketchup. Italian. There are currently 3 known Italian foods: pasta, pizza, and gelato. We hope that one day science may discover more. Spanish. Spanish food is basically the circus version of other food. Chorizo is a spicy hot dog, churro is a deconstructed chocolate donut, sangria is party wine, paella is fried rice jumbo shrimp edition, and gazpacho is what the try-hard kid in your home ec class comes up with when you ask for Mexican ketchup. Greek. When I think of Greek food, I think of small amounts of tasty things being baked in thin pastry and then cut into geometric shapes. Spanakopita, bougatsa, bunch of things I can't pronounce, and baklava, which are tasty honey nut diamonds.
What?
And you might be thinking,
What the fuck? What?
excuse me, baklava is actually Turkish. But that doesn't fit the thin pastry narrative, so here we are. American. American food.
Wow. What a fitting segue from cultural genocide in China to what Casually Explained just did. Wow.
Food is often known in the United States as food, and is characterized by extremely large portion sizes, both in the food you're being served and in the guy barbecuing it. All American food is designed to be eaten with 2 hands, but real patriots do it with 1. Hot dog, hamburger, rack of ribs, crawfish broil, BLT, turkey leg, lobster po' boy, chicken wings, Philly cheesesteak, Chicago deep dish. If a nice black lady calls you sweetie and you're suddenly wearing Crocs and a bowling shirt, it's definitely American food. Canadian. You've heard of potatoes and gravy, you've heard of cheesy potatoes, but here comes the remix. And that's what we've contributed in the last 150 years. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. British. British cuisine is modeled after the food your 8-year-old nephew comes up with when he asks if he can cook you dinner. Black pudding, beans on toast, toast sandwich, toad in the hole, mushy peas, jelly eels, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but he ran out of bread and used clotted cream instead of peanut butter. Luckily for my nephew, is a member of the Commonwealth. You know I'd do anything for the Queen. German. One of my favorite German foods is a good old lager beer, which they serve.
Ew, by the way. Except for that last thing seems dope.
Luckily for my nephew, is a member of the Commonwealth. You know I'd do anything for the Queen. German. One of my favorite German foods is a good old lager beer, which they serve in great excess at Oktoberfest, a famous festival that Germany holds every, you guessed it, September. Other classic German foods involve taking delicious classics and making them a weird shape. Take, for example, wide chicken, beef Rollington, and of course, twisty bagel. Chinese. Chinese food actually has no proper name in English and can only be communicated through the number next to it on the menu. Thankfully, Chinese food has thrived in Western countries despite everyone thinking it was bad to eat MSG and raw pangolin for literally no reason. Indian. Indian cuisine is rich in heritage and incredibly diverse. Most Indian restaurants have such expansive menus, it can take minutes to find and order the butter chicken. Another Indian staple is naan, or what Westerners call, puffy tortilla. To be honest, I don't actually know the difference. Middle Eastern. When I think of Middle Eastern food, I think of shawarma, which I do often because there are literally no kebab places in my whole city. For those unfamiliar, kebab is the international cuisine of it's 3 a.m. and the clubs are closed. While I'm not sure how authentic it is when the guy puts french fries in it, you know I'm not complaining. There's also other great Middle Eastern bangers like tzatziki and hummus that are also best eaten drunk and alone with a spoon. Now you might be saying, excuse me, tzatziki is actually Greek. Well, okay, buddy, if you think you can claim this one too, then your ego's more inflated than Turkey's currency, so quit
Okay, there we go. Okay, he dialed it back. Okay,
bickering, or else no one gets tzatziki. Scandinavian, Nordic.
Okay.
Frankly, the only Scandinavian restaurant
it.
I've ever heard of is IKEA. And while the Swedish meatballs are pretty good, I'm also not so sure about the authenticity. Because, like, if you look at the recipe, it says
Swedish meatballs are also a Turkish invention. Right? Isn't that true? Yeah. Swedish meatballs are literally Turkish. Are you guys ready for that shit? Your national fucking dish. Your national dish is literally Turkish. Another fucking Turkish invention is the Austrian pastries, the crescent-shaped pastries. That was because of the Turkish invasion or the Ottoman invasion. That's part of the reason why they have those like crescent-shaped. The English national dish is literally Indian. Yeah. Called kufte in Serbia. It's kufte, yeah. You're starting to sound like my Opa claiming everything is German. Swedish meatballs are Turkish? My whole life has been a lie. Sweden, land of IKEA and social welfare, is something to tell the world. News that could shock the palate. Swedish meatballs are the signature national dish, are really Turkish. The country's national Twitter account made the announcement with a tweet this week. Swedish meatballs are actually based on a recipe King Charles the 12th brought home from Turkey in the early 18th century, the tweet said. Let's stick to the facts. Turkish media called the Swedish tweet a confession. That's so funny. Anyway.
beef, pork, breadcrumbs, a couple egg yolks. And you're like, that sounds like a regular meatball. So after that, I was like, okay, so what is Scandinavian food? So I looked it up and I got steak and mushrooms, pancakes. And that was pretty sus. So I decided to really go in. And then I found stuff like ragmunk and tombarora, which, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd eat a hot dog in any form, but if you guys want to go international, you might want to consider some rebranding. Like, just imagining, like at the United Nations meeting, it's lunchtime, and the Italian guy takes out a slice of pizza, the German guy takes out a beer and a pretzel, and then the Swedish guy takes out his lunch bag and thinks to himself, they're going to be so jealous. Eastern European. When I think of Eastern European cuisine, I think of three words: babushka, potatoes, and poverty. And as someone with Irish ancestry, that definitely comes off as a hard flex. Thankfully, instead
The funniest part about it is that casually explained, ironically, is a product of all forms of British colonial expansion. My man is Irish, grew up in Australia, moved to Canada. Like literally all parts of his fucking life and his heritage is by getting owned by the British. Every part of it. He's like originally Australian, Irish Australian, and now lives in fucking Canada.
of grandmas and potatoes, at least I get capitalism and cultural appropriation. Exactly how I like it. Australian. Australian cuisine is the most white bread food in the world. Breakfast, Vegemite on white bread. Lunch, sausage on white bread. Dinner, meat pie. Dessert, hundreds and thousands on white bread. They do admittedly have absolutely fantastic fish and chips because they can walk 100 meters to the beach, scoop Dory up from the barrier reef, and flash fire right in front of her family that's already forgotten about her. I also give it a shout out to pavlova, which might possibly be from New Zealand, but my mom makes it and she likes it when I put her in the videos. Vietnamese. Vietnamese food can be identified by the restaurant being named after some type of pun involving the word pho. faux sure, faux ever, faux true, faux you, etc. But in reality, the word is actually pronounced fa, as in farted. Guys, I waited 4 years for that one. Sorry.
Oh,
Latin
God.
American. Latin American food is great because so much of it is fried. Empanada, fried hot pocket. Plantains? No, you fool. It's not a banana. It's a potato in disguise, and you fry this bad boy twice. Regular banana, also fried. Besides that, the only other Latin American food I know is ayahuasca. I know about ayahuasca for 2 reasons. A, I live on the West Coast, and B, I've listened to Joe Rogan, and my name is Jamie. African food. Korean food. The most well-known Korean foods are kimchi and Korean
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I almost died. Okay. First of all, he's way too fucking white, dude. He is way too fucking white to know about African food. And secondly, I admittedly have only had Nigerian food because of my unfortunate proximity to Nigerians in my immediate group of friends. And the reason why I'm saying unfortunate is because depending on what restaurant you go to, you can have a horrifying experience with Nigerian food. Everyone always says Ethiopian. I've never had it. Now, of course, jollof rice is fucking a banger, okay? Very good. Very good overall. It reminds me of you know, like the salçalı pilav that we eat in Turkey. It's like rice with tomatoes, right? Like with the tomato paste. Okay? So that shit slaps. Except for the fact that when I did go to I have a fun story of me going with Tomei to one of like the 3 or 2 Nigerian restaurants that is not even a fucking restaurant. What is it called? Something market, where Tomei debated me into eating like the worst parts of the fucking animal that he himself did not consume. We went to the Nigerian restaurant. I was the first to get there. I'm the only white person within like a 1 mile radius. They're looking at me like, "Are you lost?" I'm like, "No, I'm not lost. I swear I have." Like, this is not a restaurant. Like, it doesn't look like a restaurant. It doesn't look like a restaurant from the outside. I don't know how they have a license. They might not. Okay? So there's no fucking way that they, like, you as a white person would be able to find this place in the middle of fucking, I think it was in Inglewood or some shit, where, like, there is no way you would be able to find this restaurant, because it doesn't look like a restaurant. It literally looks like a house. Okay? And when you walk in, they're like, "Oh, dude, there's no way. Like, this dude is definitely lost." And wait, what? Hassan went to some random Nigerian person's house and sat down at the dinner table all confused? No, I actually looked it up later. There's like a Yelp for it too. It's pretty funny. If I find the name of the place, we will look at the Yelp reviews together, because you'll understand my frustrations. So you walk in. You talking about Nkechi Market? Oh, it might be. It had market in its name. That place slaps though. Wait, hold up. Is this it? You know what? I think visual help will help you understand a little bit better exactly what I'm talking about. Yes! Wait, is this it? No, this isn't it. It did have market in its name too, though. It did have market in its name. Pretty sure. I don't think this is it, though. Oh, wait, where is it? This is San Francisco, maybe? No. It could be it. I don't know. Hold on. Let me pull it up. This was like a couple years ago when I went with Tomei. Oh my god, they have an online menu and everything. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find fucking photos of this place so you get a better understanding. Yeah, I mean this is it, I think. Anyway. So this is it. I mean, it's not like this though. I don't know. Actually, maybe this is like it could be a different restaurant, honestly. Nikechi African Cafe, is it? Hold on. I mean, that's the same one that you guys just showed. I need to show you a photo from the outside of it. Like, I swear to God, you would not think that this is like a restaurant. Maybe it is. Maybe it is African Cafe. Maybe it is that one. I don't remember it looking this this large though. It looks like way more spacious. Street view on Google. Oh yeah, no. I think this is it. Yep. Never mind. This is it. Here's an article on it. No scams at Nkechi, a prince of a Nigerian restaurant. Yeah, but it doesn't show. Okay, I need the street view on it. No reviews on Google. That's on purpose. Okay? That's literally on purpose. I promise you that's on purpose. You do not understand. Like one. The food was good, but the customer service was terrible. The young man that helped us had no business working there. We didn't feel comfortable at all in the restaurant. On top of the restaurant being a super sketchy location. Inglewood is practically all sketchy. God damn, dude. This is a black dude writing this, by the way, so don't immediately rush to assume that it's a white person writing it. The white person that wrote stuff wrote like, no, dude, listen. If you're a white person, you don't know that this restaurant exists. Okay, I'm telling you, like there is a barrier that makes this restaurant invisible to white people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you sure it wasn't? Yeah, I think it might be. I think it was this place. Like, you do not see it. Like, white people drive by it and probably every day they drive by it and never think that this is a real restaurant. Yeah, I don't know if this is it, honestly, because I remember it having a parking lot in front of it too. I took a photo with it. I remember it having a parking lot in front of it. So maybe it's not this. I live in Inglewood. It's not that bad. No, Inglewood's fucking dope. I don't have a problem with Inglewood. But like the white people that go here are. You took a photo. Go get the photo. Yeah. Who will find the photo? It's with me, Tomei, and Cyrus. I think we're like hanging outside of it. What doesn't have a parking lot in front of it in LA? Radio Africa Kitchen. Minor reflection shows the parking lot. No, this doesn't show a parking lot at all. It shows sidewalk. Anyway, the Nigio Market, maybe? Echo Kitchen burned down. Wait, really? I once ate African food inside an Afro shop. Wasn't even close to being a restaurant. Okay. There's parking lot right there on the left. No, it wasn't on the left. There was definitely a parking lot in front of it. Picture taker is standing in. Oh yeah, you're right. He is standing in front of a parking lot. Maybe. Yes, dude. I think this is it. Yes, dude. Yes. Yes, dude. Yes. You found it. You fucking found it, dude. Did it say virgin human hair? Wait, where? Where did it say that? Go back to the street sign. Virgin human hair, extensions and wigs. Oh my god. Maybe there's an interest on the side and that's what you're thinking of. So, anyway, so I went here with Tomei. It is Veronica's kitchen, I think. I went here with Tomei, and this motherfucker, I'm like, yo, what do I get? Like, I don't know what to eat here. I already came in early. They looked at me. They looked at me like I got lost. Yep. This is it. Oh, I didn't go with Cyrus. I was wrong. Anyway. We did go to Veronica's kitchen. This is the front of it. Like, anyway, so we go here. No, the food I had was really good. The food I had, the jollof rice was really good. Okay? But then he also was like in the plantains or I don't know if they're like, this is good. This is dank as fuck. You got fufu? I think it was fufu. I go, what should I get? He goes, plantains? That's how you're supposed to say it. Not plantain. Plantain or plantain. Both are correct depending on which country you're talking about. Fufu means jerk-off in Samoan? Okay, whatever. I don't know what the fuck I had, but it was basically, wait, dish with goat meat cost 2 extra. So I had the fucking, I had the jollof rice, right? I had the plantain with mixed meat, and I think it was, fufu pounded yam. I think it was the edikanikon, maybe. Okay? I don't know what it was, but it definitely wasn't the okra. So I got something that was like basically fucking like animal. I hate okra. It was like all different parts of the animal that you normally would not eat, like mixed meat, pretty much, because that's what this motherfucker told me to get. And I'm like, why didn't you get it? Well, I found out why he didn't get it. He got the regular chicken, and he made me get this like the fucking animal toenails and shit. I don't know how to describe it. Like offals? I don't know what it was, dude. It was crazy. I don't like okra. Fried okra is like manageable, but he basically made me get like mixed meat pretty much. And listen, I love kokoreç, okay? I'm a big fan of sheep intestines. I love eating sheep intestines. It's my favorite fucking thing. But I promise you this shit like was not, it was just not a part of the animal that I could eat. It was like mystery meat, dude. Hot dogs and saucisses are made of that. Yeah, except hot dogs and sausages are fucking pumped full of like they're grinded down until they're basically a paste. And also on top of that, they're pumped full of fucking spices that you don't even know what that is. Yeah, it was pig's feet and shit, I think. Maybe. Anyway. How bad you shit after all that? I don't remember. I don't think it was anything that bad. My constitution is fucking really solid. But like I said, white people tongue? No, it's not fucking white people tongue. What the fuck do you mean? I just said I love kokorich. Like, what are you talking about, white people tongue? Yeah, it's basically like eating unprocessed hot dog parts, regardless. So that was my experience with Nigerian food, and it is definitely not for everybody. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say is it's not for everyone. It's not, except for the jollof rice, which is very good, pretty dank, and also the fried bananas, obviously, also very dank, or plantains. But like, you would never think this is a restaurant, is what I was trying to say. From the outside, going inside did not change your perspective that it's like not really, it does not really resemble a restaurant. But it was a lot of fun. Incorrect. Jollof, plantains, and fufu are for everyone. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But the mixed meat part of it is not exactly for everybody. That was what I was trying to say. We got on this like crazy stun lock. Sorry about that. That was my experiences with at least one country in Africa as far as African food goes. But that's it.
Barbecue. Korean barbecue is usually a buffet-style restaurant where you get to cook everything yourself on a little tabletop barbecue, while kimchi is the name I call the chairman of North Korea when I pinch his fat little cheeks. Now, at this point, you're probably saying, oh no, there's 30 seconds of the video left and he hasn't said my country. But unfortunately, this isn't the local weather report birthday shout-out, so I can't get everyone. If it makes you feel any better, you can scroll down and read all the comments that are like, that video was funny and accurate. Except for that one part you said about my country was completely wrong and now I'm angry. And to them I say, quit bickering or no one gets tzatziki. Oh my god, I forgot Thai. I forgot every country that Jimmy's from. Oh shit, I also forgot Native American. Oh no, that's not a country, we took it.
Fucked up.